Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And
Well,
we'll
hey
talk.
family, happy Thursday. I'm still sitting here making bracelets. And while I'm making bracelets, I was sitting here watching. I had to literally stop for a minute and kind of watch some of it. The Wendy Williams, I think it's called Where's Wendy Williams? And it's like really sad how they're doing Wendy. Like for the bank to literally freeze her money and then put a guardian over her money, somebody that's not even her family or her son. And my whole thing is, why do you need a guardian that's not a family member or that's not her adult son? The reason is they want to keep everything that they have paid out to Wendy Williams. Whoever they be, do not want Wendy or Wendy's son to get what Wendy has. That is all that is. There ain't no more. I don't understand how you're gonna put a guardian over a woman's assets, and she has an adult son and has all this family. It makes no sense to me. And I'm like looking at this and I'm like, the craziness of it. You always see this type of situation when it has to do with black people, black entertainers. And I guarantee you, I hope this don't happen, but by the time they're finished with what they're doing, they're going to say at the end of the day, she's broke and owes IRS. And then in that way, her son gets nothing. Nobody gets anything. And the sad thing is, she was sitting there saying, she said, I have a lot of money. Wendy know what Wendy has. Ain't nothing wrong with Wendy. They're trying to make Wendy like she's crazy and she don't have good sense and having all these mental issues and stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with Wendy. Outside of Wendy saying to these people that are trying to convince her that something is wrong with her, that something is wrong with her. There's nothing wrong with Wendy. So when she talks up to them, now is something wrong with her. And I'm like, wow, this is like really crazy. So the whole thing is, I guess, to document this stuff and then say, see, look, something is wrong with her. She's mentally unstable. This is why we're doing what we're doing. It's like, no, you guys trying to pull every dime you can get up out of this woman before she hits the grave. And then when she hit the grave, you want to make sure there's nothing left for her son. Because she did say that. She said, I have a lot of money. And she said, I want it for my son. It's like, who wouldn't want it for their son or their children? And I'm just like, wow, I hope this plays out in the favor of her son. Because this is some crazy stuff right here. And you know they're gonna only show us what they want us to see on this little documentary, right? But anyway, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and make this little bracelet. Use a lot of these little pieces I got laying around. I'm just like, wow, this is really sad though. And you see this a lot too, especially like with black entertainers or black people. Um, I'm just like, wow, and their whole system. And I was thinking that too when she was saying Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is crooked anyway. And then people have to remember that all these people that are in these different places are connected. So the entertainment people that's a part of the entertainment industry is connected with people in the financial industry. A lot of them sit on each other's boards, so they pretty much know each other. A lot of these people have gone to college together, especially when it comes to lawyers and doctors, and many of them have gone to the same colleges, are in the same fraternities or sororities and all that kind of stuff. So just thinking that, oh well, Wells Fargo did this. No, it's not Wells Fargo that did it. It's the individuals that's behind the scenes that's connected with those who are in the not music, but in the entertainment industry that froze your money. Because they see, and you can't tell me that, and I know her husband, y'all know I don't be doing all the little gossip stuff, but I don't like this one. And I know her husband did what her husband did, but I do believe watching this little documentary, he would be protecting Wendy. And you could see that she declined in the sense of her health and otherwise when she got divorced from him. So that tells me that he was more so her protector. He protected her and made sure everything was right with Wendy. And that's probably why them people didn't want that man around. Same it goes for Monique and her husband. Okay. It's like it's crazy. Boy, what they be doing for this money? They be trying to put people in the grave for it. They not playing. They not trying. They don't want her son to get nothing. And that's what they working on. You can best believe that. This is really pretty. I like the way this looks. I'm gonna put a couple more. I need to put a couple more jump rings. Me and my little jump rings. Okay. I was just like, wow, this is really sad. Really sad, sad. And that's why I'll be liking to watch this little kind of stuff too, because I don't want it to be in my conversation. But I had to see this one because I like Wendy as a talk show her host, her personality. She's a go getter. I mean, she used to be anyway. But I used to catch her shows every once in a while. Never was a dedicated watcher, but just to see how fragile she is now is like really sad. I mean, it's like really sad. I'm gonna put some jump rings on here, and then we're gonna go ahead and bead it. Start beading with these other beads I got in my little box. These are some of the little glass beads. Said I was gonna start using them. I got so many of them. Wow, it's like really sad. I'm like, man, they trying to do everything they can. They trying to get the last dollar up out of her by doing a documentary. Oops. It's like, wow, that's the entertainment industry for you. We see what they do to people over and over again. Boy, they chew them up and spit them out. And at the end of the day, folks be coming out broke. They done did all that, became millionaires over and over again. And then at the end of the day, when they die, or right at 1 minute before they die, now they broke an IRS. It's crazy, or end up on drugs, or like some old crazy stuff. And anytime you got somebody on some type of substance or something, you literally control them. They know what they be doing. That whole industry ain't nothing but a demonic layer of sinfulness. That's pretty. It almost looks like a watch, right? And that's a trip. And when we see people that are not consumed by the industry, boy, you got to be like, man, y'all must really be doing a whole lot of praying and keeping yourself to try to keep yourself unspotted from what's going on, because seems like they hold everything is to pay you out while you living, reward you, and then when you die, ain't nothing left. Because people always come out on the IRS. Did you see that? You notice that a lot? Oh, and I'm using the 1 point. Well, I'm talking about Wendy Williams, right? I'm using the 1.5 millimeter cord, only because these are the some bigger beads. So when they're the bigger beads, I like to use that thicker cord. And I was one of the subscribers and Facebook members. I got turned on by the 1.5 by her. And you do have to stretch it really good because it is thick. And make sure it's nice and tight. And then I'll do one more because it's a big hole on this other bead. And go ahead and cut this off. Man, that's sad. But you know what? That's what they do. We done seen some horrible stories. And this is really pretty. Almost puts you in the mind of like a watch, right? How pretty is that? It's really pretty. Let me see something. I'm going to put this on here. Put a charm on it and see. Man, that's sad. I'm just like, wow. And I'm looking at her in the condition that she's in, and it's crazy. I guess that's the price you pay in the end, especially when you don't have no protection, over you. And that just go to show, like, with all the lawyers and everybody that she had, and she was always talking about, when she was on her show, that just go to show they didn't have her best interest at heart after all, or her son's. So that's what it's showing. Oh, this is nice. I like this. Look. That's really pretty. Do I got enough beads? I got enough beads to make two of these. I'm gonna go ahead and make two of these. I really like the way this look. I got enough beads so I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 9 of these beads left. I do got some these little gold, not gold, but these little black beads left. I can always make another charm. I do got another one of these beads. I got these gold ones, so I can make another one of these. Nice, right? Really nice. That's really pretty. Really like this. Really pretty. Simple and easy, and just like that, we got a nice little bracelet. Nice size charm too. I just used some of the glass beads with one of those little red beads like this one, and then just went ahead and made a custom charm. And then this is what it looks like. It looks like it can also be layered, with some brighter bracelets, or maybe some gold bangles or cuff bracelets or something, or even just worn by itself. Really pretty. But anyway, Darlene Knight for Jewelry by BDK. I'ma watch the rest of because y'all know I don't be liking TV and stuff, but I had seen some, not TV, but I'm streaming it on here. I had saw a couple of clips and stuff on YouTube, and it was something about where's Wendy Williams. So I'm like, okay, well, what's going on with Miss Wendy? And I go in and look at the little clips and stuff, and they like little clips showing the little docu series that they have on her. And when I looked at the very first episode of it, I was just like, wow, this is some crazy stuff right here. You guys are trying to get every dime you can out of this woman before she dies. And her feet, with the condition that she has, she was saying that she can, I think she said, feel like 2% in her feet. And I was just like, wow, this is crazy. And then all these people around, and her niece was saying, well, why is all these people here? Why are you paying all these people? What are you paying all these people for? Right? And I'm just like, wow. And that's why you can't tell me like that whole little industry like that. Like they have people that they put in place, like it's a chess game. That whole industry, it's not checkers, it's chess. And if you don't have protection around you, and because she's in a very vulnerable position, she's like literally alone. And then she has, well, brothers and all them people, but they don't, they not sharks and stuff in that industry like the people are that are doing what they're doing. And you can see, but I do hope that it turns out, in the best interest of her son. I do pray that, because that woman don't work, and regardless to, people don't like her and all this other kind of stuff. I like her her drive. I like her boldness. I like the way she is as a talk show host. And she seemed like she was maybe a pretty decent person. I don't know. But it's really sad just to see anybody having to go through something like that, where something you know work so hard for, and you're wanting to leave that to your one and only child. That the system that's set up is literally trying to take it from you and from him, and you could really see that in this little documentary that they got going on. And I'm just like, man, this is real sad. But anyway, Darlene, I for Jury by BDK, and guess what? We'll talk.